And here we are. I mean, that shit was going on in 1998 when, and I think we signed our contract with WWE in 99. They stayed with us through 2008 until Triple H and Stephanie assumed that they could do it better themselves by opening up NXT. We had a budget each year to run that operation of maybe 250 grand. And NXT, I hear, is on a budget of in the multi-millions of dollars, multi-million-dollar studio. Can you imagine what we could have done with the Cenas and the O'Hares and the Mark Henrys, the Dolph Zigglers, the Rene Dupree's, the Batistas, the Brock Lesnar's, the Matt Morgans, all the fucking people that we had, Carlito, the Spirit Squad, the Rosellis, who were over as a motherfucker down here and then didn't get shit up there. It's amazing how many people we could get over down here that were huge successes, and the crowds would eat them up 100%. But they'd go up there, and then because it wasn't their idea, they would just fuck with it. And like Batista, they put a fucking lunchbox around his neck with a chain and put him in a black pair of dress pants and a white shirt. We had him down here as a fucking demon of the deep who was risen from the Ohio River, and he was a monster. And he was our number one heel for a while, and he was our number one babyface for a while. And he was a pain in the ass to deal with sometimes, and was sick a lot. He claimed that we made him sick when we made him shave his head. That's, well, if that's the case, 90% of the NBA is going to shut down, because I think all of them got bald heads. But okay. And but other than that, I mean, you know, can you imagine what we could have done with the facilities that NXT has and the setting to really get them ready for the next step up? Because on a smaller scale, NXT has a great look to it. I mean, but we had a fraction. I think we had 12 cents to the dollar of what they got to work with. And but it was Triple H's baby. He was going to spend money till he was out. But a fan wrote me just the other day and said, Kenny, he says, it is amazing, out of the 54 men that you put in the WWE, you have so many of them up there that are still making big money and are a featured part of the show. John Cena, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar. Goddamn, if it wasn't for Lesnar, they might shut down. Dolph Ziggler. God, I'm trying to think, but there's 4 or 5 of them still up there that are making good money, and there's a few other subsidiary guys we had here at OVW that are up there still under contract, still making money. And the girls, hell, a lot of the girls came from here. Maurice came from here. Mickey James came from here. Natalie came from here. Beth Phoenix came from here, who I think retired real early. I don't know why she did, but you know, I'm sure she's doing okay with Edge. And but we were just a fucking factory, man, of cranking out talent that not only got, it's easy to get them there. That's easy to get them there. To get them to last 90 days and the fucking get over is the fun part. And fuck, here it is, 98, 99, we started cranking these guys out. And in 2019, around the corner, we still got guys up there making $1 million or more. And John Cena, God knows what the fuck he's making. So, and that, now let's name the stars that NXT has cranked out that have stuck and that are big stars and might one day be on that wrestling monument that they all talk about. Seth Rollins. Seth was primarily created by ROH. Our guys were created from dirt. Just about everybody that NXT has cranked out had made a real good name for themselves on the independent circuit somewhere else. Almost every goddamn one of them. Who have they created from dirt? You might be able to give them Roman Reigns, but do you think Roman Reigns is going to be going down in history as one of the greats of all time?
I think Roman Reigns is going to be going down in history as one of the cousins of The Rock.
That seems to be the status quo, and you have to find a way to get around the fans. I mean, I was a bad guy for 30 years, and then all of a sudden one day at OVW, they wanted me to do the sub show, which was DCW. It was the developmental show to the developmental. You had to make it through DCW to make it to OVW, to make it to the WWE, and then eventually either TNA or whoever the hell we were contracted with. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a whole different bird out there now. Now you get through NXT, but they really treat NXT as if it's a third company. You got Raw, you got SmackDown, you got NXT. And there's many times that NXT looks like it's run better than the WWE. That's where I first got hooked on Shinsuke Nakamura at. He was over as a motherfucker. Asuka. I mean, I fell in love with wrestling again because of Asuka and Shinsuke. And now I love Kairi Sane. I think that's how she pronounces it. Her and I banter back and forth a little bit on Twitter, and I love her to death. What beautiful look. Got that insane elbow drop, was just awesome as shit. And now she's my favorite female, even over Asuka.